Welcome back to Talk Miley to Me. I'm Molly.
I'm Becky.
And I think I'm going to pretend like it's not the end of the world.
I think I'm going to have to.
I think I'm convinced.
Yeah. It might not
I
be
have
the
no
end of the
other
world,
choice.
guys.
It might not be. Guys, we have so much to talk about. Like, I feel methinks this might be pretty long of an episode. So if you want to check the timestamps below, you can do that. Like, if you're wanting to like get to something quickly, because this is kind of what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, we're going to talk about End of the World that just came out. We're recording this on Friday, April 4th. This came out on Thursday, April 3rd. And so we're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to talk about the prelude briefly.
There's so much that happened.
We're going to talk about something beautiful. We're going to talk about some of your guys' thoughts and opinions and like react to those as well about all of these things simultaneously. Oh, and I do want to say,
yes,
thank you for being patient with our episode this week.
Yes, guys.
We were supposed to release on Thursday, and we both had like very chaotic weeks.
Yes, it's true.
Busy
with work. I was traveling. I visited with Molly a little bit over the weekend, which was really fun. We saw each other in person. We were going to do an episode, which was supposed to be like we didn't know any of this was happening this week, obviously. So we were going to do a 2008 deep dive.
It's kind of comical to think about that now. And then like with how overbearing amounts of information we have like right now to talk about. Like, spoiler alert, but we asked you guys on Instagram, like, share us your, I think this was Sunday, I asked Instagram, I said, share us your MC opinions, thoughts, whatever that we can react to this week. The first response, think you'll be talking too much about a music video to worry about anything else.
Oh!
Well, not them clocking us. And they were right. And not just one music video, but 3. But it's so comical to think, like, yeah, it was just Sunday. We were like, should we just like, what should we do? Should we do an in-person episode? Should we not? Becky was really tired. We had a crazy night out before.
Yeah, we were just
so busy.
Yeah, we went to our college bars over the weekend and acted as if we were in college. And it turns out we're much older than that now.
Oh my God.
Can't be doing nuts. That. Cannot be doing that anymore. Glad we did.
We can't.
Actually. And it was a great time.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. It was fun. Sometimes you need to do that kind of thing.
It was just you and me in the club. I don't remember anybody else that was there.
Evan. Our friend Evan.
Okay, I'm being a little bit dramatic. I'm talking about the strangers. Like, no one was bothering me at all. I didn't notice a single other face.
It is crazy to think about, like, when we were in college, we knew everybody that would be there on whatever night we went out. And we went out and I did not recognize, I recognized like 2 or 3 people that I was probably like, why are you guys here? Like judging them. But then I was like, wait, why am I here?
Right.
Like, I can't really be asking that about other people if I'm also there. I saw like 2 or 3 of those kinds of people that I was, kind of expecting to see there anyway. But yeah, it was very different. I hadn't been there in a long time.
A little throwback to our bangers era.
Literally bangers and plastic hearts.
Yeah,
I was there for too many eras.
It's true. It's true.
So we had a great time. We were going to record Sunday. We were going to do another 2008 deep dive, which we've had people asking in our comments, like, when's the next deep dive? Because people really love them.
Listen, there's too much going on right now. Those are for rainy days, right?
Those are for slow times.
Yeah.
Slow times. And this is anything but a slow time. This is actually like an overwhelming time.
Yes, overwhelming time.
Like, it is 4:30 p.m. on a Friday and I'm drinking a coffee and I had a Celsius today and I'm still like, I don't feel like I'm focused enough. The brain fog, it's just from being overwhelmed.
Yes. Should we start with the overwhelm of, let's just bring it back to Monday morning?
Yes. So, yeah. I completely agree. I kind of wanted to start from the beginning and just go through chronologically our week. So we saw that Amazon Italy leaked 3 of the tracks from Something Beautiful. And it was the prelude, Something Beautiful, the title track. So there is a title track, and then End of the World. So I don't know who on Amazon Italy's side slipped up and did that.
Right.
But they did. And so everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's a title track. I think a lot of the hype was about, oh my God, there's a title track.
Yeah.
And these also seem to be the 3 songs that are played in trailer 1, which they ended up being the 3 songs in trailer 1.
Yeah.
Which maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves, but this begs the question, is trailer 2 going to have the next 3 songs? And is trailer 2 going to be released next week?
Only God knows at this point. I've been wrong about everything.
We've been wrong about everything. I literally was like, she's not going to release any music up until she drops the album on May 30th. On May 30th, then she's going to release everything at once. I could not have been farther from the truth.
Since we got a trailer, I thought it would just be trailers. I didn't think we'd get like a full song. But like, yeah, you do need to release. If you're going to release the date of an album, I do think that you need to release a single to get some hype for it, right?
I think so too. Yeah. Or else just don't even announce it and just surprise drop it, you know?
Right.
Like whenever.
Yeah, exactly.
So then Monday morning, like, so I think we saw the Amazon Italy leak like maybe like Sunday or something over the weekend. Monday morning, I wake up to a text message from Miley's team, my phone blowing up. Prelude was just dropped. Was it like 8 a.m.?
It was 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah. The prelude, so the intro, the beginning of this visual album. And then it was announced that we will be getting another music video and song
in a few hours.
11 a.m. Yeah, in literally a few hours at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time the same day.
Just casually on a Monday.
I mean, hey, I'm really not complaining, y'all. I feel, this is how Swifties feel. This is how Swifties feel.
I get it, right?
We're just not used to it. We're just not used to it.
We're not used to it.
I feel so overwhelmed. Like, guys, literally, like, this podcast, we do have a lot to talk about. We do have so many ideas. But when it comes to, like, current things, we did a lot in the past, I feel like. When it comes to current things that are happening in Miley's world, Miley's life, no pun intended, Miley's world, we are, like, usually, like, scraping news here and there.
Right. We're like, what can we talk about for 30 minutes today? Granted, we will. We'll get anything out for 30 minutes, but yeah. And not only are we like just new to it because, well, no, the reason we're new to it is because she's with Columbia now and their rollouts are so much different than RCA and so much different than Disney, right?
Yes, so different. Like
that's what it is. We're not used to like how they do things, and I thank the Lord every day that she's back, that she's on Columbia Records now.
Oh, me too.
Because of all of this, right?
Yeah, she's finally getting like the promo, and we'll talk a little bit more later about like the press she may or may not be doing so far, but yeah, no, it's been great. I've been eating it up. So what did you okay, so let's talk about the video. And as a side note, guys, we have been posting reactions to our Patreon that you can find in the show notes, exclusively to Patreon. I did feel bad, and I wanted to upload one of them to our YouTube last night, specifically my end of the world reaction, because my boyfriend was like, you should like maybe every now and then upload something like that to your YouTube. It may attract more people because it's like a hot topic. And I'm like, yeah, like let's just do one. Like we won't upload all the reactions there, but we'll do one. Yeah. Oh my God. Copyright, take down.
Immediately.
And like, I can't really bitch about it because it is like, it's copyright. But then I went back and re-edited it. I know, like they got a point. It is copyright.
Got me there.
Got me there. I went back and re-edited it to where it wasn't like the full song, like just in full. I like chopped it up a little bit. Tried to work around it. It was up for 30 minutes. I think I got like 20 comments. People were eating it up, and then all of a sudden blocked in every territory,
There's so many videos up like that though.
So I did find out, I think it's because of the length of the video and the percentage of copyright content found. Like, because my video wasn't like 8 minutes long or 10 minutes long, it was like 4 minutes long. It really was just my reaction. The
percentage.
Yes, I think that's what I found out. Because I've done reactions before to things on my personal YouTube, and I've never had, I get copyright like claims, but it's still be able to be seen. Which I didn't care if we could monetize it or not. I just wanted it to be seen.
Yeah.
But blocked. Literally, like the big X happened and is to everywhere.
Oh,
So
God.
if you were one of the like 50 people that got to see my reaction,
For free.
not behind the paywall. So we'll be putting the rest of the reactions on Patreon. But with that being said, let's talk about the prelude. The prelude was like the start of a movie.
A movie. That's like
a movie.
It's like a movie that feels like a
It's
movie.
like a movie. Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing about the movie is like it feels like a movie.
Speaking of which, the streets are like, Harry Styles is going to make an appearance on one of the tracks. How do we feel about that?
I've seen it from multiple sources. I don't know. I don't really see that as being true.
Apparently in the trailer of Something Beautiful, there was like a brief frame of some guy smoking a cigarette that is like unknown. We don't know who the guy is. And someone was like, is that Harry Styles? That's what someone said.
That would be sickening, honestly. I definitely sat for it if it's true, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I think it really is just all her. Her man, and a drum set.
Exactly.
And a voice.
Exactly.
That's all you need right there.
And a lot of Mugler.
And a lot of Mugler. And a lot of hair.
Yes.
But, okay, so the prelude, like, literally made me cry. I don't know why I cried during the prelude and not Something Beautiful. I think it's because I watched both back to back. Like, I waited to watch the prelude until I could watch Something Beautiful to do a back to back.
Wow, you're brave.
One.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, I was working on Monday, you know, like we had stuff to do.
I know.
And so I watched the prelude, cried. I think I was having just like a rough day, even though it was a Monday, like a 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. But I was having a rough one, I think. And I was like, oh my God, this is resonating with me so well. I was like tearing up. And then I was like, get it together. You're not about to cry. I really don't cry very often. Yes,
that's
I do.
So true.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, no,
I
really.
do cry, but it takes a lot for me to cry.
Yeah.
But then when I do cry, I cry.
Right.
Like I have like a mental breakdown.
Out. Right.
Yes. It's like all this built up.
Menti be your bust.
We should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
We're talking about merch stuff. We need Menti be your bust. We also need a little too iconic. True, but like, you know. Okay, so what did you think of the prelude? What are your thoughts?
Yes, it sounded like a movie. I was like, this is a prelude for something that's going to be absolutely insane. I'm like squinting, trying to understand what it is that she's saying. In my mind, I'm like, what is she going on about?
Somebody compared it to that meme of the Queen of Melrose.
So we moved to LA. My father gets a job at the Palm restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who is a Jehovah's Witness.
Somebody said Miley in the prelude. Someone put that meme up and said Miley in the prelude.
No, literally.
No, because it's so true.
It's so true.
She says some shit like when following an image from a train, your eyes can't keep the passing landscapes from being swallowed into endless distance. Like when holding a fist full of ashes. I mean, I could go on. But yeah.
I could go on. Yeah, I was trying when she kept just saying, like, she just kept saying all these, like, they're not metaphors, but like scenario. I don't know what to call them.
Some like deep poetic shit.
Then I just kept like waiting for it to be like it's like what? What? I just don't know what that was all about.
It's definitely a prelude.
It definitely is.
You know what the best part of the prelude is? The ending, where like I don't know if it's violins or some kind of musical instrument like comes in. And it's very like it's like watching a movie trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a very like intense trailer of a movie. That's what it feels like.
And specifically when watching the music video, when like the words are flashing on the screen, but then like when you're just listening to it on Spotify, you can like hear that. But I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It is cool. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a prelude. Like, it's not going to be.
Now, as of now, when I go back to listen to the 3 songs, I am already skipping it.
This is a safe space.
I don't think it is.
It's definitely not. Clocker in the comments. Because I haven't done that yet. I've been listening to Prelude, Something Beautiful, then End of the World. And
then back again.
But, you know, just the more we get, I I mean, there will be a day
Yes.
where I'm probably skipping the prelude, right?
Yes.
Because, and I'm possibly, who knows, I'm possibly skipping End of the World or Something Beautiful, because the more I listen to these songs, I'm like,
yes, exactly. And
yeah,
you know how it is with the real fans here. Singles are usually the least played in our catalog, right?
and yes, yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I'm never really going back to Party in the USA.
Yeah, I never choose
Like,
to put that on. If I'm
yeah.
hearing Party in the USA, it came upon me, right?
Yeah, like
Same
in the wild.
thing with like at this point, like Flowers or
Yes.
I don't know
what
all
though?
of them.
Building up to this like album rollout, I have been listening to Endless Summer Vacation a lot, like revisiting. And I actually haven't been skipping Flowers. I've been playing that shit because enough time has passed where I'm like, wow, this really was like a banger.
No,
like,
I
it's
know.
just crazy. Like
that one
at the time we were like, this is cool. And then it blew up.
Yeah. I knew him. I remember that day I was listening to it on my drive home from like work or something. Just like, and I listened to it over and over again that night. And I just lied. I actually go back to Flowers a lot. Sorry.
I go through phases for sure. Yeah. So towards the end of the music video, we do get her in the album cover outfit, that new glare, that like headpiece, that crazy, I don't know how to explain it. We're not fashionistas.
Yeah.
But she's looking at the camera like intently, speaking these words, very cinematic. The prelude drops later that day. We get Something Beautiful, the title track, the song and video. Oh my God. If you thought you were gagged at prelude, like this just
Dude,
whole new level.
Right. Talk about Something Beautiful. My God.
Literally. This like had me just like so shocked because I truly did not know what to expect.
Same. Honestly, I was so shocked that had I recorded a reaction of it, like I would have just been sitting there. I'm not kidding you. I was sat like this.
That's kind of how mine was too. I think I did jump at the part where it was like boom. Like when the sparks were flying. I was like not expecting that. That really, and I've seen a lot of reaction videos where people are visibly jumping.
Yeah.
Because they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Kind of scared me a little bit. So yeah, it starts off very jazzy. Yeah. She just walks out in this like, a very Dead Pets-esque
very
costume.
Dead Pets-ly.
Oh my God. Somebody commented on one of our posts and they were like, not everything is a callback to an older era. And I'm like,
oh, shut up.
No, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Not Becky clocking them immediately. That was her immediate response. Oh, shut up. Some people just don't like to have fun.
Right.
Some people just be taking stuff so serious. But it was very Dead Pets-esque. It's come to my conclusion that this kind of music, Dead Pets, Something Beautiful, this is the kind of music Miley truly loves to make.
Yes. And here it is, like, actual proof of her dropping it on 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on a Monday morning. Yeah. That's what Twitter keeps saying. She's in it for the arts, not the charts.
Yes. She, like we said last episode, she already proved herself with Endless Summer Vacation commercially.
Yeah.
Flowers did so good. They were like, go ahead, do what you want to do. Similarly to Dead Pets, where I do feel like during Dead Pets, though, I'm pretty sure her album or her record label at the time, they weren't really a big fan of her doing all that.
Probably not, no.
But she just did it. That's why she released it for free on SoundCloud, because she was like...
Which is the telltale sign that she doesn't give a fuck about the charts, because she just wanted she wanted to create the music and she wanted us to enjoy it with her.
She'll always have enough money. Like...
Right.
She's had so many hits, like she'll always be racking in money. She doesn't really... If she wanted to quit it all today and not make music again and just like go off with Max and have kids and have a private life, she could.
Thought about it last year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure she's thought about it many times as she's went through her adolescence.
I'm sure she thinks about it, and then she gets this idea. She's an artist. Writing something, and she's like, oh shit. I gotta make this happen.
Yeah, right? So she is like, I think from the moment she was like a child, she just always had this like drive to be an artist. And it's crazy that this is like 10 years after Dead Pets.
I know.
And that's another thing that people have brought up too, is like some of the album parallels that has happened. Like Can't Be Tamed being released 10 years earlier than Plastic Hearts.
Yes.
And those are probably the two most, like you I think you brought it up. You were like, they're kind of sister albums in a way.
Yeah.
Because there's some elements of like classic rock in both of them.
Yes.
More so Plastic Hearts, but Can't Be Tamed, I mean, she literally covered a Poison song, you know?
Right.
So it's crazy that, I don't know, she has these
I know,
like
again,
parallels.
10 years later.
And she's releasing Something Beautiful. So she walks out in this costume, just her and her microphone. Max is in the background on the drums.
Immediately you can see him,
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that he's in like all of these so far.
Yes. I said that to Rachel today. I was like, oh, so he's it. He's it.
I feel like he's endgame.
If she's putting him in her music video, which we know there's never another character in the music video.
There's not yet. There hasn't been. It's literally only been him and her.
Yeah. In Miley's whole, like, all of her music videos, it's very rare that there's other characters other than her looking hot and dancing.
Yeah. No, it's true.
In most of them.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah, we get some like shots of him. It's not just like once.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other band member besides him on the stage. And the way she looks at him, like when she's walking out in front of the drums, she looks over at him, and I was like, oh, my heart. Somebody was like, if y'all don't see the Max vision, like, get out of here. I'm like,
get out
of
here. It's true.
I love it. They're both like they're that like weird art vibe.
Yeah.
That I think that you can say that like maybe he influenced some of this, but we've seen this before on Dead Pets, and this was before she even met him.
Exactly. No, there's elements that it's like, it's very like different, of course, influenced by other things, but like to its core, there's still so much Miley in it, right?
And I did see somebody say this is her first true rock song. I don't know if I completely agree with that take, but I think when there's a part of the song, the lights flash, and it becomes a completely different song.
Yes.
Like it starts off jazzy and soft, and then it's like crazy, like I don't even know. It's like psychedelic rock. It reminds me of the Flaming Lips stuff that she used to do.
Yes. As soon as that happened and the vibe switched, I was like, oh my God, this is the Lucy in the Star in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yes, exactly. When she performed with them, and that cover that they did sounded so different from the original song.
Yeah.
But she it starts off slow, and then it's like, Lucy in the Sky. Yes, it was the same kind of vibe. And I thought that was cool.
That's
but
what
not
I thought
everything's
immediately.
a callback. Not everything's a callback to an old. Listen, there's so much lore. Sometimes you can't help it.
It's not, and it doesn't have to be a callback. It's just like something that she likes to do, and now she's doing it in different eras, right?
Yeah, and it's probably something she didn't even think of. It's just something we're observing.
It's something we're observing, and again, because it's just what she likes, right? It's just the way that she does art.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Max was in it. It was so good. It was. By the end of it, she had this Greek goddess energy going. There was debris flying everywhere. It was like a tornado was going through the stage or something. It was like a roller coaster. Watching the music video, even just listening to the song again, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. I know, from the first clip of it, of just that close up of her of her face with I love her lip gloss on.
Mm-hmm.
With the thing over her head, and it's just again, this beautiful jazzy R&B kind of beautiful lyric voice, and then at the end the whole place has been blown up and we are rocking out, and she's had shedded that first layer, right?
Yes,
she's been wearing the first one she's wearing that spider, I think is what it's called, but now she wore the green thing and then the green dress underneath. And then in the next music video, she's still in green. Yeah,
I didn't even realize that that was green. Oh, wait, the second outfit in Something Beautiful was a dark green?
Yeah.
How did I not see green there? I thought it just looked like it looked kind of like black to me, but I think it was like a really dark green.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Whatever
So
that means.
there's been so much talk about her, like obviously her outfits and stuff
Yeah.
for this era, like how it's all Mugler. She is the first person ever to receive like the most Mugler.
The most
Yes.
archival Mugler ever been shipped to someone. Of course, it's Miley Cyrus.
Of course. Yeah. I mean,
it's archival museum quality.
Any other thoughts on like Something Beautiful before we talk about I have some like listener thoughts and
let's hear them. That
reactions
might
to
spark
it.
some more conversation too.
So we asked you guys to send in some speak pipes. If you want to leave us a voice message for a future episode, you can go to our show notes in below and go to speakpipe.com/talkmileytome and record a voice message, and we will share it on the podcast. So here is one.
Hi divas.
And let me preface that these were sent to us last week. I think like some of them might have been even just right before the Something Beautiful music video came out. So
okay.
Hope you're doing fine. Love you and love your podcast. So I just wanted to share a few things about Something Beautiful since my previous predictions turned out to be spot on. So I thought I'd drop a few more predictions. Why not?
How do you know?
So I'm pretty sure the upcoming album will feature Miley's longest track ever.
Yes, and it did.
It's gonna be over 6 minutes long. As for now, it's a song from Dead Pets. It's about 5 minutes-ish, but the new one will definitely break that record. And also, as I mentioned before, the opening track will be Something Beautiful. The closing track will be Gimme Love, which sounds richer. And do not forget about Walk of Fame and Burning Sun and so on. But let's keep that in between us. Publicly speaking, I'd say this album is pure rock, and I mean it. If anyone thought Plastic Hearts was rock, they can forget about it, because this new album is a whole other level. Just imagine Dead Pets crashing into Endless Summer Vacation, all while The Wall, Pink Floyd's, echoes in the background. I mean, the other level. Also, keep an eye out next week for Something Beautiful and Worthwhile. It could be single, I don't know. Take care of yourself, guys. Love you.
Okay, so he did. So keep in mind, guys, these voice notes that we're listening to was sent to us 6 days ago today. So it's Friday. So way before Something Beautiful was, like, the music video was out, before we got all this news. He did predict that, I guess there is the longest song of her career on this upcoming album. Did you see that?
I didn't. Wait, do they have the times?
I saw it. I think it's like on iTunes, maybe. Somebody posted a screenshot of all the like track times. There is a song that is going to be long, like her longest ever.
That's another sign that she's here about the art and not the charts, because lately, because of streaming, they've been making songs shorter and shorter and just like really quick to just like stream a bunch of times. So again, proof that she doesn't care about that. Okay, I have something to say. I don't think these are predictions. I think this man has insider information. These are not predictions. They're literally like him telling us this is what's going to happen, and then it happens.
And it did happen. Yeah, no, because we did get Something Beautiful. And he even said, he was like, I don't know if it's going to be the single or whatever, but we're going to get it. And we did. We did get the title track, Something Beautiful.
Where are you getting this from? let me know.
I totally believe you when you say it's going to be rock.
Yeah.
Like, it's already sounding like that, obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
These are always so interesting to see to hear other people's predictions and thoughts, because we're always way off.
Always, every time. That's what's fun about me being a Miley fan.
I just found the podcast. I'm so excited because
Hi, Nicole.
I've been wanting a Miley podcast for the longest time, and I just can't wait to catch up on all your episodes. But I'm so excited.
Not too far back.
Album. Something Beautiful looks like something beautiful. It is just stunning so far. The visuals, the outfits. It looks like we're gonna get some choreo. I can't wait, and I am curious to know if you guys think Beautiful That Way will be one of the tracks on this album. I personally am kind of hoping that it's not, just because I don't feel like it fits the vibe of the trailer that we saw. and like the sounds that we heard. But if it is, that's fine. That's fine. I feel like this is the first time in a long time where fans are like really excited, and I feel like we got more than we expected from her. Like usually I feel like people are like a little disappointed. I personally will take whatever Miley content I can get.
Yes.
But sometimes I feel like the fans are like, oh, like I wanted more from her, and I'm feeling differently this time, which I'm happy about. And I kind of hope that it's like the love child of Dead Pets and Plastic Hearts, and it just spits out this glamorous pop rock baby. And I'm also curious to know if you guys think that there's going to be any songs about her relationship with her dad and how that's been over the years. But yeah, curious to know what you guys think. Bye.
Oh my God,
I agree
yes.
with everything that you said.
Yeah, I do too. I think as a fandom, like if you do get sucked into Stan Twitter, the streets too much, you will always see someone complaining about something.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really easy to get caught up in that as a like very
Yes.
passionate fan. And I mean, we've like nitpicked things here and there for fun, but
Sure.
we're not ever truly like angry, you know?
Right,
Because
right,
it's like
right,
at
right.
the end of the day, like she is human. She's been working her whole life. That's another thing is I've seen like a lot of people talking about like when are we getting press from her? She hasn't talked to anyone. She hasn't, you know, promoted the album besides going to these award shows, but she hasn't like sat down and talked about the album. We've already gotten 3 songs now, so is she going to do
Yeah.
that? Who knows?
I don't know.
I would love. I don't know.
I would
don't
love
know.
it, right? Because, like, you know, we had those interviews with her doing, like, what's in my bag and going through her old looks. But, like, I think that sitting down on Jimmy Fallon these days is just not her style.
I mean,
Going on
do
Hot
we
Ones,
see?
that's not her style.
And comparing, sorry to compare it to Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift doesn't really do that anymore either.
No, she doesn't.
And does Beyonce? I don't know. I feel like some of these
I don't think so.
artists that have been in the game for so long are just
I don't
like,
think you have to.
You don't really have to. I mean,
She's
obviously,
Miley Cyrus.
She's also had some of the like biggest career highlights of her 20-year long career so far, while she's been her most quiet.
Yeah. Right.
Not that I love it, but I mean,
She
I
did
don't know.
Almost nothing to promote Flowers. She never even performed it.
Yeah, she did
And
it
look what
until
happened to
after
it.
after she won a Grammy.
Yeah.
What was her question that she asked at the end there? Do you remember?
Oh, do you think that there's going to be a song about Billy Ray?
Oh, I do. I
You do?
think that. So we're about to talk about End of the World. I'm pretty sure End of the World was written for her mom. It kind of is indirectly about Billy Ray, I think, because her mom has went through a lot with the divorce, and she talks about it on Sorry We're Cyrus all the time, but she had like one of the hardest years of her life. She's very close with her mom, Tish.
Yeah.
And I think End of the World was confirmed to be about her mom, was supposed to be like written for her wedding, I'm pretty sure. She performed it at the Chateau. She got very emotional performing it at the Chateau last. Like if you go back and watch it, you're like, oh my God. And it is the same lyrics. It's a hard watch because she can't even like sing some of the songs. She gets choked up.
Yeah.
And I think that song is about her mom going through that rough time of divorce, big life changes. Even if it was a long time coming, it's still like a hard thing to go through.
Right.
If you've been with someone like almost your whole life and then you have to leave the situation. I think she's going to pull from emotions and experiences from Billy Ray, but I don't know if it's going to be as direct as someone being like, this is exactly about Billy Ray.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same thing. I mean, all of the lyrics that she writes are always like emotional and personal to her, right? It's never like, even when she turns it into a pop banger, like it's always like a deep meaning, right? Which is what we got with End of the World, right? Should we just hop into that?
I know. Let's hop into that and then we'll come back to finish off these.
Great.
These thoughts and everything. Okay, so End of the World came out yesterday, and I did make Becky wait. I made you wait like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
and you were at work. You were at work anyway, so you were supposed to be working.
Yeah.
I was like, Becky, you should record your reaction to End of the World, and we can put it on our Patreon so that I'm not the only one doing the reactions. And I've had comments say, we need Becky's reaction. We have gotten those comments. And I'm like, you're right. We do.
It's true. We do.
And one of these days we do have to do one together. We got to try to figure that out.
I know.
That'll be fun. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start because I'm still processing it. So obviously, like I talked about, we saw it at the Chateau in a completely different format, stripped back, very emotional.
Yeah.
Same lyrics though. Same
It
lyrics.
is the same lyrics.
Let's spend the dollars you've been saving on Mercedes-Benz.
Whole different production.
Yes.
She turned this very emotional, hard to sing at first, deep song into this song of the summer pop banger. I mean, it is definitely a good single pick.
Yes, it really is. It's been stuck in my head. I think it's very palatable for the general public to eat up. It's already going viral on Twitter. Just the snippet of it. Or sorry, TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. My boyfriend, Colton, he was like, I've heard that song so many times.
Yes.
Because I'll be on TikTok making TikToks of that song. I'll be on, the computer. We're like editing the reactions to it.
Yeah.
So he has heard it a lot. But it's such a good, like the time of year. You're releasing in April. People are getting excited for summer. It's just so genius for her to pick this song. And like, granted, we don't know what the other songs are yet, but this is a good pop. Like, general public will eat this up.
Yes, I think this is an incredible single. But again, it's like one of those where it's like it actually is very sad lyrics that is like disguised by this happy song that makes you want to dance, which is like most of our pop music, right? Like all of Harry Styles songs, they're sad, right?
Yeah.
There's so many pop songs out there that you're like, wait, I'm dancing and that's sad.
No, I completely agree. And she does this a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
But with the Chateau performances, we just got like a glimpse of kind of the what the song starts as, and then this is what it ends up being.
Yeah. It's like
even
the Flowers demo.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Oh my God. We both just thought of that at the same time.
We're really in sync.
Maybe it's because we saw each other in person.
Perhaps.
Recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Flowers demo was so sad. It ended up being this like self-love banger.
Mm-hmm.
Same vibe as End of the World. And I will point out at the Chateau performance, she had a slight lyric change. One of the verses at the Chateau performance, she said, "Let's pretend it's the end of the world."
Yes.
Let's pretend that it's the end of the world.
But then at that same performance, in another verse, she did say it's not the end of the world. So I'm wondering like when and why she decided to just take all the verses and say it's not the end of the world.
I was thinking the exact same thing because low-key, doesn't it make a little more sense to say let's pretend it's the end of the world with everything that she's singing about? All these crazy things we should do. Let's pretend it's the end of the world. Let's spend all of our money on a Mercedes.
Yeah. I don't know.
So why does she say it's not the end of the world? Because like it isn't.
Well, this is why we need her on that Apple Music interview.
I need her on there.
We need her on a long form interview or podcast to answer and talk about each track when this. Hey, maybe we'll get that in June, guys.
Maybe.
Just because she hasn't said anything yet. I'm trying to stay optimistic.
Well,
just
a lot of times
it's early.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you do need promo before it drops, right? But I think that afterwards, once people are already listening to it, and you don't have these questions until you listen to it.
Yeah.
So like after she drops the film, maybe that's when she'll start talking about it because she doesn't want to spoil anything, maybe.
And also, like, I don't think she'll have a hard time getting people to listen to the album, but she might need an extra push for the GP to watch the film.
Yeah.
I think her hardcore fandom will watch the film, but maybe she'll put some more effort into promoting the film, whatever that looks like.
Well, speaking of the film, what did you think about the actual visuals for End of the World music video?
You and I both kind of talked about this with our reactions, but very ABBA.
Yeah.
And even the vibe is very 80s pop rock, which we love. She does it so well. I loved that the saturation was turned up. The dehaze was like turned up. It was very glowy. Yeah, just very hazy. So that added to the vibe of the song. You know, the end of the song where there's like a big light in her face and then it closes out. Are we going into Burning Sun?
Stop, I thought that too.
I've been thinking about Burning Sun forever, guys. Like
I know.
for
I
a
really
while.
want that song.
Watch, we are so clowning and we don't get that song. What if she's like, just because y'all
You know how
leaked
she
it?
is with leaks, right? Yeah.
No, I know.
A lot of
That's why I
artists
don't like
are
to talk
like
about
that.
it. Understandably.
Totally. You want it to
But-
be done the right way. Remember
What-
when they messed up her entrance to the VMAs and she was like, she was going to scrap the whole thing?
It's been ruined, so it. Let me just get out of the car. No, I don't want to now reverse and get in and then everyone see me get in the car. That wasn't the point. The point was to show up in the car. This looks lame. Stop backing me the up. This looks lame. Like,
No,
Remember
literally.
that?
Remember Oceans?
Yes.
Calvin Harris. We never got that because Calvin went on Instagram and leaked it, or TikTok.
Exactly.
Whatever happened to that? It was, somebody did comment on his video recently and was like, what happened to Oceans? And he's like,
He goes, forget about it. He literally was like, get
"Can
that
you
out of
just
your mind.
Drop it already."
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, he said something crazy like that. What did you think about the music video? Obviously I watched your reaction
Yes.
that we posted on
On
our
our
Patreon, which was so cute. You're so funny because, guys, I have to edit the actual video on top of her reaction. So the actual video before it's edited is just her with headphones. Like, obviously she's listening to the music video and she's just like,
Literally, it's
oh my
in
God.
silence, and you just hear me
You-
like
the
it's
the
a really,
final is
really
not-
horrible watch back.
Yeah, that's like the I want to say that's like the hardest part about one of the hardest parts about editing, like doing
it's just
content creation.
Oh, it's so cringy to watch.
There's like a hump you got to get over.
Yeah.
Of like watching yourself.
Yeah.
It's a little narcissistic, but once you get used to it, it's fine.
It's
But
fine.
your reaction was so cute, and
Oh my God.
you were gagged.
I was gagged by all the looks. Just, she's so stunning. And
Very Miley Stewart.
very
Very
Miley
Hannah
Stewart.
Montana.
But it was like, again, a very classic Miley Cyrus music video, right? Her and her boyfriend and the drums. That's all it was. And a microphone, a corded microphone. That girl loves a corded mic, right?
She loves a corded mic and a mic stand.
Yeah, it was just, again, no choreography, just her slaying in some archival Mugler.
She did do some of that like Grammy dancing.
It was
like
very
the dancing
much
she did at the
Grammy
Grammys.
dancing. Yeah. Which, like, in her own caption, how she's, how all of her captions lately, Miley unveils the next
Miley
act.
Cyrus.
Yeah. And it said, like, giving Grammys. I don't know. It said something like that. But I was talking to Rachel afterwards. And also, I'm very, very bad at my initial reactions are never like, I never like get everything all at once. So obviously I kept watching, I kept listening to the words, and I have so much more to say about it than the initial reaction. But
yeah,
I'm like, for the first two, Prelude, I think that video is a little bit different. It's not really a music video.
Yeah.
But like the first two music videos that we've gotten, I was like, I kind of thought we were going to get like a whole storyline. And Rachel's like, you know what I love about Miley Cyrus? It's that she doesn't care about any of that shit. She doesn't care about the storylines. All she wants to do is look hot and wear some like sick archival, like high-end fashion and look hot doing it. And she's like, if I was famous and I had all that money, that's all I would want too. And she's Miley Cyrus, so she can do that. And I was like, do you have a podcast about Miley Cyrus? Because you should.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But it's true.
Rachel's always spitting facts. No, I completely agree. And, who knows about this film? Maybe that'll be some kind of connecting dots.
Yeah, exactly.
Type of thing. Who knows?
While we're recording right now, I just opened up YouTube because I wanted to say that I've been like watching the views of End of the World, because right before we started recording, it hasn't even been out for 24 hours yet. It's still like 2 hours away from being 24 hours. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit 1 million before 24 hours hits. But I just opened YouTube, and the first thing that I see is Miley Cyrus video posted by Miley. It says Prelude, Something Beautiful, End of the World, Act 1 of Something Beautiful. It was posted 1 hour ago.
What? So is this like, guys, we're literally reacting to this in real time.
Yeah.
So is this just like combining
Well,
Sorry.
the act
I'm watching
one
a
of the
KFC ad
film.
right now. So is it, I need to look at this really quick. Is this just combining each music video together? Or is there more?
Yeah,
to
it's
it?
like flowing into each other the way that is like the full film.
Oh, it says Act 1.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I've signed up for Miley Cyrus's text messages several times and I don't get them. I'm doing it right now.
At Miley World. What the heck?
Yeah, Miley World.
Interesting. Wow. We just got that in real time.
That was crazy.
There you go. So honestly, it's very stressful because who knows what we're going to get.
That's what I'm saying. We have to be alert.
We need to be alert. It also makes like recording the podcast hard too, because it's like we usually record on Mondays.
Yeah.
But as you've seen, we got like something on Monday, then we got something Thursday.
It did. It hit 1 million views and it's been out for 22
That's
hours.
Insane. I think that it's like debuting pretty well on Spotify too. Like
I hope so.
I haven't dived into the charts on it, but I think it is going to be at least in the top 10.
It was number 1 on New Music Friday.
Yes. Good. As it should be. So yeah, I think she's definitely giving like Hannah Montana vibes. Yeah, End of the World is a bop. I keep playing it. I keep listening to it.
Bop. It's
the
song
TikTok
of the
potential
year.
is amazing.
It's song of the summer. And
TikTok potential is everything. People are adding like their like summer clips to it. Like, let's pretend it's not the end of the world. Oh gosh, it's too good. Any other thoughts on End of the World before we talk more about? Really, guys, we have just so many like listener segments.
Yeah,
about
let's just listen to them.
Okay, there's 2 more voice messages, then we'll get into the Instagram replies.
Cool.
Hey, my name is Omar Musa. I'm a Palestinian Lebanese, and I grew up with Miley. I love her. She's the one who made me discover music and the way she delivered since Hannah Montana to where she is now. And what I love about her, she always make us discover new things, new artists. I didn't know about The Wall, the movie, and this is where she got inspired. I watched the movie recently.
Oh, we need to do that.
It's talking about fame, social pressure, and trauma, and I do believe this is the best place where Miley can get inspired to deliver something beautiful. Something beautiful for me, the title itself was like a bit concerning. Like I was like, how dare she could say this is gonna be something beautiful, like but after I saw the trailer, like this is nothing but just pure beauty.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. I do believe this could be a bit of everything that Miley been through her different era, and it's gonna be delivered in the most beautiful way possible. And I'm so excited, can't wait. And thanks God, guys, for you and for that podcast.
Yay, thank you. I completely agree. Like she's just gonna be like drawing so many like inspirations from her like own life, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Into this like beautiful piece of art. And I can also agree with her introducing her fan base to art and music. Like she is such a music art driven person. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's introduced people to like Bob Dylan back in 2011, to Joan Jett, to all these people, to Janis Joplin. She's covered a lot of Janis. Like,
yeah,
there's all these like musical icons that the younger generation maybe may or may not know, depending on, you know, if your parents introduced you to it or not. And she's kind of serving as that if you weren't like culturally aware of some of these like rock stars or legends.
There's so much that so many times that I hear a song and I'm like, oh, I only know this song because Miley covered it once. The amount of times I have to say that.
Yeah, no, it's happened to me too a handful of times. I'm thinking specifically of like I knew who Paul Simon was, but after she sang 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, I was like, oh,
yeah,
what is this banger? This is a good one. Something else I wanted to talk about with End of the World that I forgot to talk about was she posted a little behind the scenes clip.
Oh yeah,
which I was like, yes, this is what we need. That's
what I want.
You good?
Almost. Gaze, is it still catching the bangs?
This is the content that you should be posting on your social media. This is the content people want to see.
Yeah.
And what did she say? Something about her
bangs. She said, gaze, do the bangs look okay? Or something like that.
Gaze, is it still catching the bangs?
Because she truly
Literally
has
just calls them the gays.
the gays.
Her entourage of gays.
She always does, because she has like a whole team. I just thought that was so funny. Somebody replied back to our story and said, "Gays shout out," or like gays mentioned.
Yes.
I was like, yes. One more
No,
voice
but that was
message.
like, again, like just her classic, like almost Miley Stewart-esque personality.
Yes.
Just that we love so much.
This-
Oh, and I also just wanted to say, like, her bangs and just the look in that music video, she looks so young.
She does.
She looks so good.
She can really pull off some bangs.
Yeah, she can. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
And she had that her little like chopped little half bob thing, but they were curled really, really nicely that they like blended in. Yeah.
No, the hairstyle she has right now, she can do so many different things.
Yes, that's why she has it. Because she couldn't commit to anything, so now she could do it all.
It's true.
And everyone else is scared to do it.
Oh my God, you guys. Sorry, I'm sick right now, so my throat, I don't normally sound like this. But all the videos that we've gotten today, Monday, March 31st, are killing me. She's serving on a platter for all of us. It is so good. I am obsessed with Something Beautiful, the blues to the rock. I honestly really hope that there is some more rock songs in this album, because Miley and rock is just the perfect combination.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm obsessed. She looks so good. I feel like she's channeling past eras, like different looks that she's serving throughout, like all the teasers and everything that we've gotten is giving the different eras that she's done, like Can't Be Tamed and just everything, the green dress. And I'm so obsessed. And also I love the two of you guys. I love your podcast.
Thank you.
I'm also a 97 baby, and I just feel like we'd be the best of friends. And I just love hearing what you two have to say to each other, because it feels like we're just having like a little yap session of like the girls, and it's so fun, and I just love it. So thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm obsessed with you guys, obsessed with Miley. I'm so excited for what we're about to get from her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That truly is what we try to do. And if you don't know, that's how Becky and I literally became friends.
Yeah.
She worked at the restaurant I worked at, and I was like, you have a Miley Cyrus fan background? I also have a Miley Cyrus fan background. Are you also obsessed? Because I am too. And then it just kind of went from there. So
yeah,
we probably would be really good friends.
Yeah.
That's how Becky and I became good friends.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Completely gagged. I think we will see more rock.
I do
think we
too.
will. End of the World is that like pop, like it's going to do commercially successful, right?
Yeah. It's interesting that it comes like right after Something Beautiful. And so I am almost expecting just like almost a different vibe, a different genre for each song at this point.
I might be getting ahead of myself here, but I'm expecting a release every week leading up to.
Do you
the full album.
think?
So, why would we get Prelude and then Something Beautiful and then End of the World?
And wrapped all up into Act 1 today.
Yes. With the trailer coming out the week before that features all three of those songs. And then I did some
don't
math.
know.
I did some
I was
math,
doing math
looking at a
too.
calendar.
I was
I know, I
too.
don't do it very often. But I was literally like, she could release at least one song every week leading up to May 30th. And then I think there might be like a double dip somewhere where she could do 2.
Well, yeah, she did 3 this week. What? We have got like 8 weeks to go. Something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll get a break because how much time passed between the trailer and now? Was it a week?
The trailer was like,
or was it 2
the week
weeks
before?
It was
Wasn't
1
it?
week. I think so.
Yeah, I think it came out. Yeah, it came out on Wednesday, the week before.
Maybe. Was it
Because
Wednesday?
I recorded with Lorian that evening.
That's
added
right.
it.
That's
Or
right.
it was
that's
Tuesday
right.
or Wednesday. But I don't know. I think that's what's going to happen. Guys, I went from saying there's going to be nothing released, it's all going to come out at once, to now predicting that we will get something every week. Or
I know.
I don't know. I could
do
be really
think
ahead of
that
myself,
we'll get
but
more, but I don't know that we'll get everything. Who knows?
I just think it's very
Who
weird that
really
she
knows?
released Prelude then Something Beautiful, and then End of the World.
Well, Rachel's idea was that because it is this like whole body of work that she needed to get the first two out in order to flow into End of the World. And so that's why she did those two releases before dropping this like single. And she doesn't think that there'll be more because of that. She thinks that the single needs to have its light for a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I think might be a good call.
I completely agree. But from an outside looking at it, Something Beautiful and End of the World, they don't really like I don't feel like I would have needed to hear Something Beautiful before hearing.
I know,
I
agree. Which is interesting because that one didn't have like the end of the music video, how we were talking about with End of the World with like that light, and we're like, oh, she's setting us up for the next one. I didn't feel that after Something Beautiful.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm truly
who knows? But we'll be here to talk about it regardless.
It's true. So somebody
we'll be here
did
to
say,
talk regardless.
Yeah, whatever that means. Teresita, one of our longtime listeners, she wrote in to us on our Gmail and said, Miley took inspiration from this episode, I reckon. And it's the Hannah Montana fragrance commercial for the prelude.
My time is now. My perfume is, oh wow, complete the circle. I've never smelled.
I now cannot unhear that.
Yes.
She took. She said that she took inspiration for the prelude.
I'm like at a loss for words right now because I'm like hearing that in my head now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so we have some write-ins that we should go through. I first want to start with the write-ins that are specifically about the prelude and Something Beautiful. So these were sent a little bit ago, probably like a week or so ago. Somebody said, do you think the song she sang at the chateau that I think was about her mom will be on Something Beautiful? And it was Endless. Or it was. I keep wanting to say Endless. It was End of the World.
Yeah.
Miley's always years ahead of trends. True. Someone said, can you guys do a tier ranking of all Miley songs?
Oh my God.
We do need to do that at some point. Maybe after this era.
Yes, we're going to probably need something to do. I imagine we'll do that. That'd be nuts. I mean, that's going to be like a bunch of parts, just like the covers was.
I know. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Prelude looks like it's the first song, yes. Do you think it's going to be like her Plastic Hearts Rock?
I think it's going to be better than that.
I think it's going to be so much better than that. I think it's going to be like a combination of every single era she's done.
I agree.
Like we talked about. Why has she only did similar music videos just showcasing her lip singing? Jaded, River, Doctor.
Because she
loves a lip sing.
She does.
Yeah, she loves a lip sing.
It's because she's Miley Cyrus and that's all she needs to do.
Yeah, it's true. Why do we feel like she was on her endless summer vacation for a reason? Like her long break before 2013. So she did have a long break from like 2000, like after Can't Be Tamed and before Bangers. She did have like a 2-year kind of break.
Yeah, that's true.
I think she just needs a break sometimes.
She probably just has like a bigger project to gear up to even, right?
No, because I think somebody said it before, like artists need time to like live, to like write about their experiences.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't
exactly. That's what we get the music from.
Yes. Yeah. You need time to like be a human and experience life to then write about those experiences.
Yeah.
People are saying it's sickening, so obsessed. This is giving the vibe that she's referencing past eras, possibly. Somebody did ask us top 3 songs from Dead Pets.
Oh.
Just a fun little question.
I Forgive You. Karen, Don't Be Sad.
That's a good one.
And Slab of Butter. That's just what I thought of right now.
Okay, mine is Space Boots. Is number 1 for me and will always be number 1. I Forgive You is also a banger, and then Tangerine always makes me a little. Oh,
Tangerine is so good.
It's so good. Would you like to see a documentary about the behind the scenes of Miley's career? like a documentary showing how she works on her albums, playing things with her team, etc. Yes, I've
I
always
would die
wanted
for
this.
that.
Like how Taylor Swift did the Miss Americana.
Yeah, I
I
would
need
die for
that.
that.
I don't know if she would ever
I
do
needed
that, but
for, yeah.
you know what though? Now that we mention this, that footage of her behind the scenes for End of the World that was posted on her TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when she did the Chateau performances, I noticed that there was an actual video camera in the Chateau recording her, but we never got that actual footage.
Well, we got some of it for when she was on that show, right?
Oh,
Letterman?
that was for that, wasn't it?
I think so.
But we never got
only
End of the
some
World.
of it. No, we didn't. I don't know.
I wonder, because them
I was thinking
recording the
the same
behind the
thing.
scenes of End of the World, I wonder if that's going to lead up to something else, like maybe after the project comes out.
Yeah. Oh,
that would be sick.
I
oh my
hope
god,
so.
we're getting too spoiled.
I hope so.
Spoiled. Hot take, but I liked the ESV visuals better than Something Beautiful so far.
Wow. Okay.
That is a hot take. Yeah, I mean, it might be a little early to say, but I
really
see why.
do love the ESV visuals, though.
I do too. Like
they're
her
really
laying by
good.
the pool.
Yeah, they're really good.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's definitely like summer electro vibe. Like,
yeah.
I agree with you. It's hard for me to say that so far, though. What do you think the overall theme will be in the music of the album for Something Beautiful? Beats me.
Beats me. I think it's going to be about Max, mostly.
Yeah. I think it's about kind of what she said with the prelude. She said something in the prelude that I was like, I wonder if this reflects on what it's going to be talking about. I think it's going to be a combination of like what she like mentally goes through.
Yeah.
And maybe what she has experienced when she was on her endless summer vacation.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
When you were trying to like figure that out, one of the lines that came to my mind was when she said, like, looking at my body in a mirror.
Yeah, like witnessing my body standing in a mirror, aching to be seen, aching to be real. But the beauty one finds alone is a prayer to be shared. So that's what stuck with me. But the beauty one finds alone, I feel like that was her like maybe referencing, after she got divorced, going through some of her emotions by herself, like not having a husband. Obviously, she got with Max like fairly quickly, I guess, afterwards. Not really. It wasn't super long, but she did have some like time to be alone and like reflect on those things. I don't know. I think she did go through a lot of things emotionally that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what she's referencing there.
Especially
the beauty
like
one finds alone.
With all of the her stage fright almost.
Yes. She went through a lot of anxious.
Molly, we are so in sync. I cannot believe I knew what you're talking about.
No, because I was like, I do not know how to explain how I feel right now. But yeah, I don't know if y'all understand either.
I think they do. If they're here, they do.
Do you think we'll get any live performances to coincide with the release of the album? I don't know.
No.
I don't. No.
I just don't think that it's like the vibe of it. I don't.
Okay, a lot of people have been talking about, is she going to be at Madison Square Garden one night? There's been a lot of rumors about, because I guess the Empire State Building posted a video.
Yes, actually, that was weird. The Empire State Building made a video about.
We had Something Beautiful.
Yeah.
And the lights synced up with the music. Yes. It was kind of sickening. Yes. It was kind of sickening video.
It was sickening.
Kind of random though.
Yeah, so the Empire State Building pretty much slayed.
It kind of slayed the house boots down.
Yeah, all the way.
The house boots down. So people are wondering if she's going to make a Madison Square Garden appearance.
That would be
like maybe
insane.
A residency, like 3 nights or something. I don't know.
That would be insane.
I would have to go to New York.
I would have to. You know what's crazy is that it's like a big deal to sell out Madison Square Garden, but hello, the United Center in Chicago is bigger, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way. Come here, Miley. That's more impressive.
It's true. Yeah, and it's closer to me and Becky.
Yeah.
Do you think Miley will join Beyonce on tour?
No.
I mean, we do need a 2 Most Wanted live performance.
Maybe for like a performance.
Like for like one of the LA shows or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can dream. Hi guys, do you think Miley cares about commercial success? We've already talked about that. No. And are you personally bothered as well?
No, next.
Do you think Miley cares about commercial success, and are you personally bothered as well? Are we bothered that she doesn't care?
I'm not bothered by it.
I'm not bothered by it
actually
either.
really admire her for it.
I do too.
Who cares? As long as like the fandom's
as long
here.
as long as we like the music and she likes the music. Do you think Miley would do the next Super Bowl?
Yes, next.
That was her first yes, everybody. I was expecting no. I don't think so. I'm saying no to that one. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if we could expect it for this one, but one day, mark my words, one day.
One day. The last write-in before we get to the end of the world write-ins is, do you think Hannah Montana could return next year for the 20th anniversary? You know,
no.
They asked. Hey.
Sorry.
Rude.
That was on behalf of the listener that wrote that in, Becky.
Yeah. Rude.
Needed it.
So actually somebody asked this on Sorry We're Cyrus. They asked Tish and Brandy this. They were like, that would be so sick. Like, I think they said something about like they don't think Miley would think to do something for it.
Really?
But you never know. I don't know.
I'm sure that she'll make like some sort of post, but I don't think that girl's ever putting a wig on ever again. Not a blonde one. Do you think?
Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
I don't think she'll ever do that again. But I think that she'll acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what they said. They said they should do another show with Hannah Montana and Miley, and maybe Lainey Wilson opens up for Miley as Hannah, and then Miley performs. They brought up Lainey Wilson being Hannah Montana because Lainey Wilson used to be a Hannah Montana impersonator.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would be so funny. But
that would be.
I don't know. She probably won't do anything like that.
I think that we'll get like maybe another letter to Hannah Montana like we got before, right?
Yeah,
something
that was
something along
really
those
cute.
lines.
I asked y'all what your thoughts were on Endless Summer Vacation on our Instagram. Or not Endless Summer Vacation. Why do I keep saying that? How many times have I done that this podcast?
A couple.
A couple. Yeah, my mind is still in Endless Summer Vacation mode, I guess. Someone said, love that she's channeling Hannah. The ad-libs and overall vibe are so Hannah Montana.
So true.
True.
Yeah. Someone said it's her best song ever.
Ooh.
That's a strong statement to say about End of the World.
But I do say that about all the new stuff. I'm like, this is my favorite. It's
true. Yeah, it's very true. I loved it. I love the hair. I love the music. I love everything. It was so iconic. Someone said it's giving 70s disco pop is it ABBA or ABBA?
ABBA.
ABBA. ABBA?
ABBA.
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 It's ABBA. It's giving 70s disco pop ABBA. Why can't I say it?
I think that's
you all know what I'm talking about. Dancing Queen, you know?
It really is.
For a Barbie movie, but in literally the best way possible. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. I think Miley would be really touched by that.
I agree.
Yeah.
She loves all the legends, all the icons.
Yeah.
That's probably what you know how she said in her interview with Harper's Bazaar, like how she has all these books and all these inspiration pieces in front of her. I'm sure one of those was ABBA.
Maybe.
I'm sure it was. Talk about that Twitter account, Tea Time with MC. They're an insider, but they're legit. What? Have you heard of this?
I've been seeing that account more. Speaking of Twitter, we do have to bring it up that people are trying to get the lies started again, and it's cracking me up.
Yes, I did want to talk about that. Someone was like, oh my God, what was one of them? Can you remember them off the top of your head? There's so many funny ones.
Well, I saw one that said, it's crazy that in End of the World music video, she's wearing the same dress that Tish was wearing when she caught Billy Ray cheating on her.
Yes.
And they keep saying that all of these songs are, this is about how Billy Ray put her into a cult and Tish saved her life by starting a secret intervention to get her out of it.
Oh my God. And then somebody said, before we got the lyrics to Something Beautiful, somebody said that she was screaming, why did I sign up? That one part.
Yes.
When
Yes.
I sign up. And I kind of was convinced for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, the cult thing has been brought up a lot, which maybe a topic for another time, but we have not really. Hopefully she's not involved with those people anymore. I don't know. Okay,
Doesn't
so this
seem like
Tea
it.
Time with MC Twitter account, the tweets are protected.
Oh.
Only confirmed followers have access to their posts. So I just followed.
With love, JoJo.
I'm guessing?
Follow. Pending.
I followed too. They better accept me. Let's see. Someone wants us to talk about the new family drama.
What's new? Oh,
Well,
just that Billy Ray keeps posting about her.
Yes, and then also Trey Cyrus did make another post like last week. He is too funny. He reshared Billy Ray's new song and said something like, "Can you believe it took 4 writers to write this?" He is like, Billy Ray's catching strays from him.
By the way, he was like, "Can you believe this took 4 writers and my song only had 1?" Have you looked at how many writers are on End of the World? It's like 7 or 8, by the way.
And also, like, someone could have just been like, okay, a writer could literally just be, "Hey, you should change this to this."
Exactly.
Like, just because it has more writers doesn't. I hate when people use that.
That
it's so
doesn't give it any merit. Yeah.
It's so pick me energy to be like, that has 7 writers. That's not actual art. Like,
yeah.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
It's a collaboration for, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
Trace is too much.
Yeah,
sometimes.
he is. But yeah, like Billy Ray keeps posting every time Miley drops something and he just keeps saying, "I'm such a proud dad." And I just think that's so cute. And he posted it. He goes, "Both of my girls." Because he posted Noah's song too. That was really sweet.
Yeah. But he also confirmed that Miley has been in contact with Billy Ray in like the last year. Because he was like, last time I was in LA, I tried getting in contact with him about writing. Miley even talked to him when she like was in contact with him. Yeah. So I think they have like talked. Like,
I think so too.
You know, I don't think it's been like years since they've spoke.
Yeah.
Perfect timing to drop because it really does feel like the end of the world these days.
Oh.
I've seen a lot of people talking about that.
Me too.
Someone said adding gays, is it catching the wind? To my vocabulary.
That's what she said about the bangs, right?
Someone said it's good, but very close to meh. Oh, okay.
Well, again, we've talked about how like real fans usually don't prefer the singles. So,
guys, this is for the commercial. This is for the GP.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said it is Grammy freaking worthy. It changed my life. I really feel like this could be up for album of the year,
guys. The Grammys tweeted about her today.
Yes, they love her now. They love her
now. They do, which is like, whatever.
Someone said, I wish I was that microphone.
Me too.
End of the World is a smash hit. The pop perfection that we needed from Miley. So true. Someone said it's so good. It keeps getting better with each listen. Hashtag addictive. Someone said, I don't even go out anymore, but it makes me want to dance in the club.
Period.
True.
Same.
Yeah, literal perfection. Her songwriting is only getting better and she looks hot. She's so sure of herself now.
It is really cool. So true. Yes, her dancing is like, I mean, granted, the music is different than what we've ever gotten before, but yeah, it's natural and she is having so much fun. She's comfortable in her skin.
Yes. And you can tell, like, she's not doing choreography. I feel like she's just like dancing, like whatever comes to her.
Yeah. You know how we had her like stage fright at the Lollapalooza shows and her talking about how she really doesn't prefer getting on stage anymore, and then she was doing the small things in front of the chateau. I was like, watching these music videos, I'm like, she loves to perform, and this is the perfect way for her to do that without having an audience, just her gaze. That's the only audience she wants.
Her man and her gaze. Yeah, no, I truly agree. And it's her doing this kind of like album, I think she has so much passion for it. It's probably helping her fall back in love with performing.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
I was also thinking the whole time in both music videos, like, how can Max focus? How can he possibly be playing the drums right now when that's happening in front of him?
When her body is bodying.
Yeah.
And she's like making love to the drums and
the microphone. Yeah.
The microphone. Yeah. He is like the perfect little accessory for her.
I know.
I love it. I'm
I do
here
too.
for.
I do too.
People love to hate it, but
They do.
which also like it's not your relationship.
Right.
It's kind of a weird thing to like really have
Yeah.
a strong passion to hate, but I do want to bring up before we get off of here the merch. People are like, okay, we still need more signed records, whatever. We did get confirmation that Miley only signed a limited number of vinyls and CDs.
Yeah.
Miley Edition on Twitter, shout out at Miley Edition, like reached out to the merch team and confirmed that Miley only signed 955 signed CDs and 967 signed vinyls. I couldn't remember if we talked about that yet or not.
We might have, because I think we
might
talked
have.
about how random the number was, that she just was like, that's enough.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I think we did talk about it. Did I share then that I'm going to do a little trade with your roommate, Rachel?
I think so. Well, I don't know, actually.
I don't think I talked about that.
I don't think so.
So I got Ariana Grande's signed deluxe CD because I just happened to be on Twitter when the notification went off. So I immediately bought it. And Rachel, your roommate, got both a vinyl and a CD because she was happened to be tuned in.
Is on the lines and loves us so much.
Yes. And she was like, well, guys, I mostly got this like for you. Like,
yeah,
you guys are the bigger fans. I know like she was really nice about that and stuff. I just didn't sit well with me that like I wouldn't want her to just give that to me and me not be able to like give back in return.
Sure.
And she's a huge Arianator.
Uh-huh.
And so we're going to do a little trade deal.
So cute. So cute.
Like the founding fathers couldn't do a trade this good, you know?
It's yes, this is the next level trade, yeah.
Yes. Next time I see her in person, I will be giving her a signed Ariana Grande CD. She'll be giving me a signed Miley CD. And the trade is complete.
I think tears may fall. Yeah. Tears of joy. Mm-hmm.
This is true sisterhood. This is true collaboration.
No, literally, that's sisterhood. That is a couple of true friends. Okay, the last thing I have to say is that all I can think of right now after when I hear End of the World, whether it's playing in my head, whether it's playing on my phone or my speakers or whatever, even after all the visuals we got from Miley Cyrus herself, the only visual in my head is a TikTok that our best friend Evan made. And there's 3 of them, and he's like, whoa! That's all I can picture, by the way.
Me too. The special effects. The special effects. It's too good. I was like, okay, Evan, your TikTok bag. Go get it.
After Miley herself absolutely slayed in such a sickening way in her own video, Evan is still number 1 in my head.
Shout out Evan. Okay, I can't believe I didn't talk about this. But Miley's team reposted one of our podcast clips on TikTok, and then she liked my video on my personal TikTok.
That's like kind of a big deal.
Okay, Lady Gaga. But
yes,
I just wonder like who is running her socials, because I don't think it's Olivia Rogensky
Yeah,
anymore.
I think we talked about how it's probably not her anymore.
So I wonder. We do know for sure Lady Gaga running her social media.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Who also reposted Molly.
Like, and commented.
Oh, that's right.
That was the biggest gag.
In a reply comment. She was deep in there.
Rachel, our friend Rachel said, Molly is collecting TikTok activity from pop stars.
It's true. I wonder who's going to be next.
I know. I'm hoping Joe Jonas.
Oh yeah, let's get on that.
He has new music coming out, and I'm not gonna lie.
And when he does, let him know that your best friend Becky is single. Thanks.
I will. And
thanks.
You know, he might be looking for it.
He might be.
But his new songs actually kind of sound great too.
No, so good.
Like I've
really
listened to clips. Really sad. Like yeah. We probably did miss things to talk about because I'm so overwhelmed.
Exactly.
like so overwhelmed. So if we forgot to talk about something, reply in the comments. Let us know what your thoughts
next
are.
Time. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on Selena and Miley. There's probably going to be something else that happens next week. So
I hope, but yeah, probably it's got to be something.
Probably. Okay.
This was fun. What a good one.
This was fun. Make sure to and thank you for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube,
yeah, that's like a really big deal.
That's a huge milestone. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
it's been a long time coming. So thank you so much for supporting.
Means so much.
If you're not subscribed, do it. Because why not? It's a free way to support us. And if you want to pay $5 a month, US dollars a month, you can go to our Patreon. We'll post exclusive bonus content there every week. We posted 3 reactions this week.
Yeah.
3 reaction videos this week, and we'll probably have more coming.
Yeah.
I do want to do I want to talk about like her fashion, her Mugler fashion over there. Like
okay.
Maybe like next week or something. We can do like a
great
video over that. I think Vogue wrote an article with Bradley Kenneth.
Yeah.
And people have been sending us that, and they're like, you need to read this article. So maybe we'll like do a little like magazine club over there or something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And just talk about that magazine article. I think that'll be coming up.
It sounds great.
So hit us up, guys. Follow us on all the socials and have a great weekend.
Love ya.
Happy something beautiful season.
Happy something beautiful season.